Hey guys, what's up? It's Ish from the Moki Bros, and I'm here recording a duel with me against Sam, another uploader who has yet to upload some videos but says he will be doing some next weekend, so you have those to look forward to. Yeah, I think he's using Fire Fist, and I'm using my Fire King's deck, so it should be a good duel, both fire. These are usually pretty close. I'm sorry if there's some lag. It's probably his computer, not mine. Mine's brilliant. Yep. Yeah. A bit of trash talk from there. But I'm sure I'm fine. Okay, that's not a bad hand. That's alright. I can especially use that. Oh no, sorry, he's using Six Samurai. He absolutely loves Six Samurai. He's just extremely slow at playing them. That's not a bad hand though. I can use that to summon a Yaksha, preferably as quick as possible, and then the Yaksha can be destroyed, and then I can get my Garunix out. You will notice this is not the same deck that I profiled earlier. This is kind of my real deck. I still have to make some modifications to it. Yes, that's good. Got a bottomless trap all up the way. Those are pretty quick. Now I usually set a circle of the Fire Kings just because. Oh well, he's got Xian out now, hasn't he? Oh God, I love Xian. I could do this actually. So I can summon it. I'll activate enemy controller, and then I can change his to defense position, but he might negate it. Thought so. Okay. I guess I'll have to use Horn of the Phantom Beast next turn, and then that should give me a good 2700 attack to destroy his Xian. That's a really annoying card actually, because it can negate any. If this card would be destroyed, you can destroy another 6 Samurai, so it barely goes off the field, and it can negate spell and trap cards. That's another good card. His 6 Samurai deck is pretty good. It's got some good staple cards as well as some good tuners which he can use to synchro summon, which I think he'll be doing again. Once he gets Temple of the Six out, that can also be really annoying, which is another field spell card in which you place counters every time a 6 Samurai monster is summoned, and he can use that. Sort of similar to Xian's Dojo. He kind of swarms the field pretty easily, but I'm not too worried. Their attack isn't great. Well, he increases their attack, but still. So I'll activate Horn there. See, that is absolutely amazing. That is negates it every single time. So I face this quite a lot sometimes, relying on my next draw, which isn't the best technique, but you can't do much. Yeah, he's absolutely in love with Xian. He's a bit too cocky about it, I think. Gets annoying after a while. But what's he Synchro summoning, oh, of course, Stardust Dragon. Now what happens when I play him quite a lot is once he gets a Stardust Dragon out, what gets really annoying is if I summon Grunix and try to use Grunix's effect, he negates it with Stardust Dragon, and Stardust Dragon comes back in the end phase, and then when my Grunix comes out, he negates it again, so it just keeps on going in kind of like a loop, and it gets extremely annoying, which I think will happen here in a second now. But it's the best thing I can do so far. But Yaksha's otherwise a really good card, and because of Yaksha's effect, I can destroy a Grunix which is in my hand, and you can also destroy a Yaksha through battle, and you can still use its effect. Unlike a lot of the other Fire King monsters, which have to be done by card effects. Stardust effect, there you go. So Grunix gets destroyed by a card effect. So I can use it next standby phase, but he'll negate it again. So I have to look for a card which can beat a Stardust Dragon, which there aren't many of. But I think I'll think about getting an Xyz monster out as soon as possible. So that card's pretty similar to a Rota, but instead it's from your graveyard, it can come in pretty handy. He's used it quite a lot. But yeah, I don't think I'm in this duel. See, there you go. Usually our duels are pretty close. They can go on for a while. I remember once I had him on 100 life points for about 5 turns, and I eventually had to use Creature Swap to win it. Just tells you how close it really was. But this doesn't seem like it's going to be that thriller. Now we will be doing more duels in real life, like Matthew and Remy uploaded earlier. That duel was a bit awful, if I'm honest, quite frankly. Remy's Evil Storms, well, we don't stand a chance against them really. And he kind of batters us quite easily, because we all rely on high level monsters, apart from 6 Samurai, of course, but even he kind of loses to them quite a lot. And that's game, using Excalibur effect. I think I'll offer him a rematch here and see how it goes. We'll have another go. We barely got into that one. After this, we will also be uploading a Fire Fist versus Fire King's duel, or Fire Fist, and he also wants to use Infinities, which I could use Black Wings for. Big fan of Black Wings. I like their style. They're pretty good at swarming the field. Now it is a risk to go second, you could say, but just because I play 3 Onslaught with Fire Kings, I need to get that into my hand. And I didn't again, but once I do get an Onslaught into hand, it's pretty easy. And this hand seems to be alright. I can even use this hand if it'll be pretty handy if he does not get a Shien out first time. Hope he gets a bad hand. But yeah, also leave your comments and like and subscribe and all the rest of it. Share wherever you can. We are still new, but give us a chance. We're starting off. And putting a lot of time into this, and it will get better and better as it goes on. Subscribe to our channel. We will be doing almost weekly, if not daily, uploads of lots of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Also, discussions about the next ban lists and all the rest of it. So that's not a great hand, but activate Pulse of Duality. Some people don't like it so much just because it slows it down a bit. Because you can't special summon, and you kind of see that here because I could have taken Onslaught, but I can't use it this turn. But I'll try and keep it for next turn, and that will be the best option. I think I'm going to play 1 or 2 Call of the Haunteds. They can come in pretty handy. Especially since you have so many cards going into the graveyard every turn. Yeah, it comes pretty good. You can also use a Call of Haunted if you send something like a oh, well, I can't do much there. So I'll just end turn and wait for the next. You can't really OTK, so I'm fine for now. Where was I? Oh yes, Call of the Haunted. It's brilliant to use because if you use Blast the Dragon Reel of Inferno's secondary effect, which is to discard Blaster and another monster, and then you can destroy a monster on the field. You can use that against something like Ophion, but not just that. You can use Onslaught of the Fire Kings, easiest way to summon Grunix. There has to be Grunix. Ah yes. Rookie mistake. Oh, that kind of slows it down. I think he's played that a bit tactically. Can't really do anything there. Oh, I think I'll take the Rekindling though. Just because I can get a Flamvel back. And even though I use up my Rekindling for just one monster, I inflict some damage to him, and hopefully next turn I can special summon something like a Yaksha, and that will be good enough. But otherwise, Flammable Fire Dog's a pretty good card, considering the whole deck's got 200 defense. Oh yes, banished. Considering the whole deck's fire, and it's got 200 defense, so you can easily summon something like a Barong or a Yaksha. And because of its 1900 attack, it easily gets past lots of other monsters, which is good. To be honest, my hand's not great. I hope to use that next turn, but unless he gets a Shien out, that'll be pretty annoying. If I had a monster, I could have used Creature Swap, and that would have been a bit more handy. And then if you can negate a Creature Swap, I can use Onslaught, because you can only negate one Spell or Trap effect per turn. But that's got to be the boss monster of the 6 Samurais, a Shien. And I think Sam will be telling you all about that next week, hopefully, when he profiled his new 6 Samurai deck. Well, not new, but his 6 Samurai deck. He's extremely fond of it. He's just a bit slow at using it. Excalibur's a good card, especially because its effect, because you can get double life, double attacks at 4,000, which is quite a lot. Okay, brilliant. That Yaksha's got to be amazing. Now this is quite a difficult decision because you could use a Yaksha and then hope to Creature Swap. And then if he negates that, I have to get him to negate a Spell or Trap card effect. So then I can use Onslaught. I don't really know what to do, because if I summon a Yaksha, then I can't use Onslaught. But I think the best thing would be to Oh, that's brilliant actually. I could set a Yaksha. And then activate a creature swap. Just wait to see if he negates it. But actually that would take me nowhere. Yeah, he does negate it. That won't take me very far. I've only had... I think Rekindling's only downside is that it banishes all monsters that that are used through its effect. And that can get annoying, because if I still had a Fire Dog in the graveyard, I could have used Circle right now. And then I could have used the Yaksha's effect to get a Garunix out. But I can't really do much in this position. Because he can attack once, and then he can attack again. And that would be game. Yeah, it's becoming all cocky again. I think I'll just admit defeat, and we'll go to the next duel, which hopefully will be a bit better. I think Fire Kings versus Fire Fists next. So, bye, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.